This is a message for those who know they're creating their own reality and are playing the game and recognize the game. So, something that I interacted with during the New Year's, understanding that I was on a Truman Show. This ties back to my second to last video. So, on my road trip, I'm reading a book about the sacred woman, and one of the chapters is about the queen bee archetype. Now, this is not me saying anything. No, there's no coincidences. You know that. All of a sudden, I have a friend of mine, before I'm arriving to where I'm going to go for New Year's, which nothing was planned, I was guided there. He sent me a picture of a glass that said Queen Bee on it. And I'm like, all right, I see the breadcrumbs. We're starting to see Queen Bee stuff coming up right now. And being reintroduced to the Queen Bee archetype. You're understanding that everything is oneness. You're understanding that you are starting to meet that aspect of yourself and start the integration process, if you will. So I arrived to where I'm going, and the woman who owns the location has bees on her shirt. She also has a beehive, which she is sharing the honey with me in tea. When I arrived, she was very disheveled, but I know this, I've seen this before, and the message was, do not judge my messengers. So I listen intently, and I have no judgment. This was somebody, this is where I start recognizing the actors behind the characters, because I've had a download, if you will. I've been shown before that when you step behind the veil and interact with an actor, a soul, an individual consciousness, if you will, they have shown me that they will play 3 characters in my reality. And the one that I interacted with in this vision, in this download that I received, was she was showing me, it was a female energy that was showing me, when I stand like this, you see this character. When I stand like this, you see this character. If I'm over here, you see this character. I manifest into different characters, but I'm playing 3 characters in your reality. So this is what I have been doing, is paying attention. One, I know she's the Queen Bee archetype. She's the representation of that. Okay, duly noted, and I'm observing and taking that character's blueprinted, if you will. And then what I'm also recognizing is there's something about her mannerisms, her words, the way she talks. There's something familiar, and then boom, it dawned on me. She is a previous boss that I had, and that boss was a perfect representation of the Queen Bee archetype. So now I know who else this energy has played in my reality, and I know how to interact with this character, if you will. But these are the ways that I recognize the archetypes that I'm interacting with, which I'm now integrating because I recognize myself within those. And then also how I recognize who the actors are behind the character. So if these are things that you recognize, I would love to hear how you are picking up on these things. And if you are not, this might not be your passion for what you are doing here for this ascension, but for some of us, this is fun. This is part of the wonderment and innocence of a child, is realizing that you are playing a game. And when you can take a step back and realize that you are on the Truman Show stage and you're an interactive audience member because you're the observer of this scene, you're the consciousness observing through this avatar.